sink and its importance. Now we know that we are using different resistive materials, and any material that is used in any circuit will offer somewhat resistance. This resistance will increases the heat, that is it dissipates some power, and that the power is converted into heat. Now how this heat is transferred to the environment? If the heat is there, then the temperature increases. If the temperature increases, then the collector leakage current increases, which will damage the circuit by going through thermal runaway. If the thermal runaway occurs, then the complete circuit will get exhausted, and if we have to checkmate this, we require a heat absorbing device. What is that heat absorbing device? Is heat sink. The heat sink is a device that absorbs the heat that is produced in the circuit, and that is the main importance of the heat sink. Heat sink is nothing but it sinks the heat into environment, and this will decreases the temperature throughout the circuit. And what is heat sink? And generally heat sink is a black metallic material. It is somewhat large size, and it why we have used the black metallic material means metal has good conductivity and which conducts heat faster. Black colored heat sinks, because black has more absorbing capacity, that black color absorbs heat faster than any other color. Because of that, black the metal piece and which is coated in black color is taken as a heat sink. We have seen that those heat sinks in many circuits, like in amplifiers we can see them at the back side of the amplifier, and if it is a sound amplifier, and we can see them in our CPUs and at the SMPS units, and which has a great deal with heat. And why this heat sink is important? Because if the junction temperature, that is because of the continuous current flow, because of the power dissipation, at the junctions temperature increases. This increase in temperature, if it exceeds 150 degrees Celsius or somewhat range that is fixed for different devices, if it increases and if it goes beyond that level, it will destroy the complete circuit by going through thermal runaway. And to avoid this, we have to sink that heat produced in the circuit to the outside atmosphere. To make that, we require a device that is heat sink. And we can see the transistors, different transistors which are made with metal or layered with a color coated material like black. And if we see the BC547, it is coated with, it is a black material, BC547 transistor. If it is a BC107, it will be a metallic device. If you see BC107, it is made up of metal. And how the heat is transferred from the circuit to environment? The path of heat flow is from the case, that is the transistor or the diode's case, to heat sink. Diode, from the diode case to heat sink, it is absorbed from from the case of a material and heat sink, and from the heat sink to environment. It is a simple method, and the heat sink is placed in contact with the heat generating material, and if the heat is generated in the circuit or in the material, that heat is conducted by the heat sink, and because of the cool air flowing around the heat sink, that heat is transferred to the environment, and in turn it cools the circuit. Likewise, heat sink is useful in the circuit.